Hello, I got one of these rubber duck multi-tools and I want to share some of my first impressions. The first one is this thing is very heavy. It's a little too heavy, mm, like a 300 grams, and it has a lot of metal in the frame, which that basically adds to the weight. The pliers are spring-loaded, very usable. They are they have the usual functions like the needle nose, then there's a larger plier to grab nuts, and then cutters. The cutters have two sections, one that's flat and one that's a little more open, presumably for harder wires, and the cutters seem to be added with rivets, so it may be a different material than the regular pliers. I don't dare cut anything too hard with this, but for small wires it works. Good thing about this is it has the locks for the tools, which makes it easier to use and safe. So once it locks, you're not afraid of this folding back. And then when you push here, then you can close it. With that said, the features are not the same as in a leading brand product. So for example, the saw, this is more like a fish scaler, I would say. So it's not able to cut wood very effectively. So it's more like a fish scaler if you're into fishing. Then it has a Phillips screwdriver. It just works, yes. Then a small flat head. So those are kind of on the small side for such big and heavy tool. Then the blade also is pretty small. This is more similar which you will find in maybe in a very small pocket knife, and that's about it. The file also has indentations on both sides, not very sharp either. It probably will cut a little bit to buff something that has rough edges, but it's not a heavy duty file, so it's just very light duty. Then you have a larger flat head here, and there's three more functions. This is a can opener slash bottle opener. I like to use can openers as package openers. This doesn't have the right angle, I think, to use it to open packages, but still it's there. And then you have the owl, which is a way to drill holes and things. I like that function in multi-tools. Cutting and drilling is kind of the basis to make stuff, so it has a small owl. So all in all, I think the pliers function is the best of these, and it's a little bit heavy to carry around. Maybe this is better to have a thing maybe in a car because it's so heavy. And other budget multi-tools may be better in terms of performance for all the other secondary functions. Still, the price is not too high. This was around like $24 when I got it, so not too bad. It looks kind of nice in terms of finish, so I appreciate people building new things. This is all under several brands. There's like a premium German website called Troika that sells these at a higher price point and with different markings. So I don't know what to make of that, but it's an interesting looking tool, a little bit heavy for everyday use. Decent plier function with springs. So if I had to choose, I would prefer other budget brands such as this Marten, which is half the price and it has more advanced functions like a quick deployment of a blade or saw. This saw, it really cuts wood, but it has less of the other functions. So that's kind of my conclusion here. Thank you for watching.